Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's right. 55 is my guy, 55. So don't say nothing.
Darnold on first down. Nunez got it, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Go side. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Exit.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game, 2 different parts of the field as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. To throw is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Now Darnold. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run for the first time with Justice Hill, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Come on. You better bring it. Haywood. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Jack.
To throw is Jackson. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Yo, lady. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We're going to set. 40's a mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Faking the give, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up. Check that.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Squeeze. I got you.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the 2nd down throw on target.
Yeah, baby.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, that's good. 5. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Naughty Wolf. I got you. I got you. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Oh, yeah.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Down. 70 ending.
57 the mic. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Going up top. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. 80. Check 3.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now it's Darnold, and this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
They'll start the drive with Hill. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, and it's Hill again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Kill. Watch out.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to go for a big play down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
We're going to sack. We're going Mike 40.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? With the blend. Don't let him breathe. Wahoo. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And that will be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's taken it around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Sponge.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Let's go, baby.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
3 down.
57. Mike, 57.
He runs.
Shift. No. Off.
General, West.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
In your face.
Jam him.
Charlie.
Mike's 57.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Rotate, spell.
Watch, twist.
From the gun, Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Zoom.
57's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Let's go now.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
He's checking.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, switch gears.
On the draw, this is Ingram. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Red 80.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike's 40, Mike's 40. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. Yo, lady.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Red 80. It's our time.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's got a Nunwa. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Keep working.
Quincy Enunwa. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Slam, young lady.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Back.
Check.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
I got him.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down.
55, Mike 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Caught by Montgomery. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Back to throw, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Montgomery tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Two tights, two tights. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Set hut.
And they take a knee. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Ricky. Set hut.
And they will take a knee here. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Championships, baby.